This is me again, Ruowen Huang. Today I want to talk about a topic. It may or may not relate to you, but anyway, at least you can use it as a reference from a psychical point of view. It may or may not be the correct answer, but I'm simply sharing it with you for reference purpose. So anyway, before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk about period, irregulation, period, pain, uterus pain, genital, anywhere go from your belly button and down problem, anything down. It's kind of big group problem. So you guys, you name it, somewhere around there. Okay. The important part. So why do I want to talk about this? Is a lot of time people, there are people will come to me regarding to all their, private problem. It can be for women. It's very common. They will have those fiber tumor. Is a fiber tumor inside their uterus, or they will have irregular periods. Very common. I hear people have pain every time they have periods. For the guy, they have various other problems. They may not have. They may have erection problem. They might have pain too down there all the time. They might have, some very specific problem. But anyway, I'm just gonna sum it all up. If you have any problem that is below your belly button and in the private area, it have a lot to do with your roots. I mean, for many of you study chakra or study spiritual energy, I'm pretty sure you guys heard this term before. You call it your root chakra. So root chakra can create you usually can trace. You don't have to go through your past life. A lot of people come to me and want to know, why do I have such a pain? Does that have anything to do with my past life or things like that? Not so much so. It have a lot to do with your roots. So if you don't know what your roots is, you simply can trace back to your childhood. Look into your childhood. Usually something that you lack of, something you're missing, something you're not feeling good about yourself, comfortable about yourself, or not good about your foundation or your self-value and things like that, you will most likely reflect that as a disease on your body. So remember, in also long time ago, I mentioned your physical disease very likely is created by what your soul command. If your soul continuously feeling certain way, that way will eventually translate to some kind of tumor or blockage. If your soul continue feeling the lack of something, it will also translate that into your body. So for many of you will come to me and say, oh, I'm always feeling the pain. I'm always feeling the pain. And a lot of people will even come to me, hey, you know what? I have no problem with my childhood. I got no idea what you're talking about. Guys, really, I mean, let's get over this. We all know this. The drunk people would never say, hey, yes, I'm drunk, right? So drunk people will say, no, I'm not drunk. So let's just skip ahead. Instead of saying, no, I don't have that problem, and then we still soak ourselves in denial. How about as, what if I do have that problem? What if? It won't hurt. Like, you just hypothetically think, what if I have that problem, right? Because only when you start asking, what if I do have that problem? Let's say if I do have that problem, how can I solve that? And how can I make myself feel better? Let's say I do have that problem. I do feel lonely. I do feel abandoned, or I feel, nobody love me. Let's just say, what if I do have that problem, right? Let's work it a little bit, because you know what? That's your root problem. So usually I will find those people with those kind of problem. If I work with them and then talk to them, it's very likely for me to see constant patterning. I'm a pattern seeker. Put me that way. I just like to see the pattern. I realize very often people question themselves, self-doubt themselves, not sure about their worth, or every question, they always question every move they made, every decision they made, or they simply don't think they are good enough, etc. So this episode, I'm not trying to break into this all the disease. I'm pretty sure, remember I always say, there's an expert out there, they're able to provide you with a lot of information from the medical point of view. So in this particular things, I'm just simply sharing with you from a psychic point of view. So remember, it's not the answer to your disease, but it's worth for you to add on to the service or the treatment you're already receiving, right? Because a lot of experts out there, they probably know way more than I do, and then they're probably very good at what they are doing. But I'm just saying, when you are at home, when you're by yourself, if you happen to have those problems, take some time and then ask yourself, what kind of root problem do I have if I have problem down there? And then if you really trying so hard and think, and then you come back and tell me, you know what, I really don't have any problem about it. You know, I just simply cannot trace back. Then there's another way you can also look into that is, how do you feel? How do you feel when that disease or when that thing happened to you? At that particular moment, what is exactly going through your, trust me, because your body simply reflects what your soul command, right? So even though you're going to tell me, say, no problem at all, my childhood is all good, I got great dad, great mom, I got great supporting family, no problem at all. Now think, what exactly going through your mind when dealing with those problems, no matter what? It can be long-term, it can be periodical. When you have that problem, what exactly going through your head? So be aware of that sensation, be aware of that feeling, and then bring to the front of you and then cope with it. You know, okay, how can I make you feel better? Let's work together. You know, let's work together. You know, you no longer have to feel like this anymore. How can I make you feel better? You know, if you need to speak up, ask for help, ask for help. If you need to feel comfortable, if you at that moment you feel lonely, oh my god, I'm being abandoned, I don't know what to do, make a phone call to a friend, start reaching out, start asking for friends, or start asking for help. Then you'll realize by actually working on your problem, you're taking care of that inner child that always feel abandoned or whatever, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, or whatever that reason is. That pain will slowly reduce each time you work with it. So anyway, just my, you know, it would just kind of be a helping hand to those doctor too, you know, if you're also receiving a treatment. So I'm worried I don't say this. This is not a medical suggestion. This is only a suggestion from a psychic point of view, just for your personal reference. So again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook, or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time, bye.